Buongiorno, everyone.
Buongiorno a tutti.
Hope you're having a great time in Italy. First of all, we would like to introduce ourselves. We are the Greek team Fiore, and we are a member of 3 people. He is the team leader, Florian.
Hello.
I am Irene, and the third person, Apostolos. Unfortunately he couldn't be with us because he is abroad. So we were very glad we were invited at the award ceremony, but unfortunately we couldn't be with you because we are attending at another competition and the deadline is in these days. So we will try and explain our project as well as possible from the video. So
let's start from video.
We'll start from what FICO Wellness Center was for us. FICO Wellness Center was a space where the body and mind would relax and a place that would inspire elevation and balance. One of our first aims while designing the project was to emphasize on the meaning of the water, having always in mind the aqua zone. That was the core of the project, and the spaces would have to have a relationship with it. Our goal also was to create a space that would inspire, excite, and activate all of the human senses of the visitor. Having the above in mind, we designed a wellness center without a form that would create an atmosphere such that the visitor would dedicate himself completely to the wellness. So, first of all, the architecture design was based on the volumes and the way they were related to the water. They were arranged and inspired from the typology of Bologna's medieval city, the atrium, which was the core of the building, and in which every space was in close relationship to it. In our project, the typology of the atrium is translated as the main aqua zone, the one that is shown. They are placed in such a way they were determined that they would determine the route of the visitor, but always in an indirect relationship and contact with the water. Also, the opinion of having it strictly blind volumes was to obligate the visitor to discover the relaxation spaces inside the volume boxes. Besides that, the whole rest of the building was transparent and surrounded with nature so that the visitor can feel the relaxation that the trees and the nature gives him generally. In addition to that, we were interested in creating atmospheric spaces having in mind light and shadow contrasts. This was achieved in 2 ways. Firstly, by arranging the volumes in such ways that we would control the light entirely. And second, which was also an important mean, was the material that we chose to use for the volumes. This was the Bologna stone, Barrett, that's what it's called, which is a local material plentiful in the area, from our research that we made. And we decided to mix it with granite, which is a famous material used in spa and relaxation areas. Also, one more thing is that the Barrett, the Bologna stone, is found also in hot spring deposits. So in that way, we wanted to make a cave-like atmosphere. So like when you're in the relaxation area and in the water, yes, like this picture is shown, like a cave-like atmosphere, and that would inspire the human being and into relaxation and wellness. Also, it was very important for us to have natural indirect light, and also in the underground spaces, like over here. So one of the pools has indirect light from the roof of the building. And yes, we will explain that also in the next.
Now the aqua zones. We decided to create 3 different pools. Show you in the monitor.
Yes, sorry, 3 different pools.
Okay. So there could be given the opportunity to the visitors to have a multiple experience of aqua therapy. The first was the main aqua zone, which the visitor can have the first contact with it. It is on the ground floor and it's enclosed in the form of atrium as described above, having the atmosphere of cave. It is on the ground floor and is enclosed in the form of the second one is the outdoor pool for anyone waiting to experience an aquatherapy direct with the nature and the trees, enjoying also a wonderful view. Finally, as the solid volumes continue to the underground level, where there are more relaxing spaces inside the volumes, there is an underground aqua zone which, due to the humidity of the ground, the temperature of the pool is cooler. Also, the underground level, the pool has an amphitheatric shape in order to have the different projections related to the wellness and FICO and the philosophy of FICO. Now, in relation to FICO, another aspect of the project was taken into account was that this was the wellness center which the specific visitor tourists who came to Bologna for FICO exposition. So the combination of wellness and food is our project. In our project was eventually considered. The food taste, since it was thought as an important area of the building, was placed at the reception and easily visible from the passerby. On the same hand, it was clear that the building was a wellness center since the food taste area was clearly separated from the wellness service and evenly projected at the facade of the building. So, as saying, under the same roof but in different rooms. Sustainability. The matter of sustainability was also a factor that played a key role in designing of the project. That was due to the large amount of water, which by every mean is anti-ecological. Therefore, where there were water spaces, we placed underneath spaces where the water can be contained, filtered, cleaned, and recycled. Also, we designed the building having in mind the importance of energy autonomy. So we situated photovoltaic panels on the rooftop. They were placed on a grid which became construction and synthetic tool, and finally an aesthetic choice of the roof of the building. Last but not least, the choice of material of the volumes was ideal for the thermal water pools, since it is a mineral that in combination with its dark color draws sunlight and helps warm the materials. This was our presentation for
Hope it
for
was clear and
for our team.
helpful. And have a great time. If you have any questions, most probably we will be in a Skype session with you that day also. Thank you very
Okay,
much
thank
for
you very much.
listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.